Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel on Excel video series. In my last video we talked in detail about how we can navigate the sheets. In today's video we are going to talk about one more thing left with the sheet, that is how to hide and unhide the sheets, and then we are going to take a look at how to navigate in the cells. So let me just open this training Excel file that I've already prepared for this tutorial. While the file is opening, let me remind you that all the shortcuts used in the video will be listed at the end. If you want to hide a sheet, there is no keyboard shortcut for it, or at least I would not call it a shortcut, because you have to press like 4 or 5 keys to hide the sheet. So the best way to do it is you right click on the sheet and select hide. If you want to hide multiple sheets together, then keeping control pressed, select the sheets that you want to hide. Let's say I want to hide all these sheets. You right click on it and select hide, and all the selected sheets would be hidden. Now, how do we unhide a sheet? To unhide a sheet, right click on any sheet and select unhide. While you can hide multiple sheets together, there is no way to unhide multiple sheets together. So the only way to do it is by one. And when you will unhide, the sheets will get placed in the same location where they were at the time of hiding them. So that's how you can hide and unhide the sheet. Now that we are done with that last bit of the sheet, let's jump into cell navigation. So what is a cell? A cell is an intersection of a row and a column. Each cell is represented by this small rectangle in your worksheet area. So these are all cells. I am navigating them with the help of arrow keys. So using arrow keys, you can navigate between the cells. But what if there is a lot of data in the rows and columns? You cannot just keep pressing the right arrow key to reach to the end of your row. You want to just see the data in the last column. So the best way to do it is you press Control and right arrow key. When you'll do press Control and right arrow key, you will navigate till the point there is no break in your row. That means that all the cells till that point are filled with some kind of data. So in this row number 2, when I pressed Control and right arrow key, since all the cells were filled between column A and column G, I directly jumped from column A to column G in row number 2. But let's see, what about row number 4? In row number 4, we have a blank cell in column C and we have a blank cell in column F. So if I am in column A and I'll press Control right arrow key, I will stop at column B because column C is empty. If I'll press again Control right arrow key, then I will reach to the starting of the next portion from where the data is filled. So I'll reach till column D, and if I'll press again Control right arrow key, I will go till column E and again till column G. I will show you once again, but this time with row number 9. If I am at column A and row number 9, that is if I am in cell A9, then if I'll press Control right arrow key, I will jump to column E because till column E all the cells in this particular row are filled. And next time when I'll press Control right again, I will reach till column G. Same is the case with Control left arrow key. That is, if you are in the last column and you want to move to the first column or to the earlier columns, then in that case you can press Control left arrow key and you can jump in a similar way. So in row number 11, if I am in column G and I press Control left arrow key, I will reach till column C because the cell in column B is blank. Similarly, if you want to navigate in the columns, that means you are in the starting rows and you want to reach to the last row, then what you need to do is that you need to press Control down. The rules remain the same. Till the point the cells are filled, it will take you there and it will stop. If you'll press again, it will take you to the starting point of next filled area, and when you'll press it down, it will again take you to the last filled area. Now what will happen if I'm here? I'm in the last filled row, and if I'll press Control down, you will reach the end of your Excel file. That means the last row of your Excel file. Similarly, if you are in the last column of your filled area and you press Control right arrow key, you will reach the last column of your Excel file. So that's how you navigate between the cells using Control and arrow key. I personally call Control key as the navigation key and I call Shift key as the selection key. So if you will use Control and Shift together, you will not only navigate, you are also going to select. So if I am in row number 9 and I keep Control and Shift pressed, I will not only reach till column E in this particular row, but I'm also going to select the data till that point, as you can see now. And now if I'll press Control down, keeping the Shift also pressed, it will take me till row 13. Now you might ask that there are still some blank cells here, like this one, and this one. Then how come by pressing Control Shift down it was able to select till the last row? The reason it selected till the last row is because of the origin point. When I started the selection, my origin point was cell A9. In cell A9, there is no blank cell till the last row in 13. That means if I'll press Control Shift down, it will select everything. So it is taking the reference from the cell A9, and this is an important point to remember. Every time you do navigation and selection using Control and Shift key, it takes the reference from the starting cell from where you started your navigation and selection. So everything is with reference to that only. So that's how you can quickly select your data. You can quickly navigate your data using the Control and arrow keys. But what if you are somewhere in your sheet, there are too many columns, too many rows filled in your sheet, and you want to go to the first cell. If you want to go to the first cell, the shortcut is Control Home. No matter where you are in your Excel file, if you'll press Control Home, you will reach to the first cell. I'll show you again. Let me reach to the end of the Excel file, both in rows and in columns. Now I'm at last cell of this Excel file, and if I'll press Control Home, it will automatically take me to the first cell, that is A1. Similarly, if you want to understand what portion of your sheet is filled, then the only thing you need to do is press Control End. By pressing Control End, it will take you to the last filled cell in your Excel sheet. So if I'll put some data here, and let's say I put some data here, and I go to the cell A1 by pressing Control Home, then the moment I'll press Control End, it will take me to the second desk because this is the last filled cell. So that means if you are in the first cell by pressing Control Home and you press Control Shift End, you will select all the cells from A1 to the last filled cell. That's another way of selecting everything on your Excel file. There is another way to navigate the rows and columns. So let's say I'm in row number 3 and I'm in column number G, and I want to go to the starting of this row. To go to the starting of this row, I need to press Home. And the last thing for this particular video, if you are in a cell and you are typing something, let's say I'm typing Genie. So if I want to go to the cell immediately towards right of it, I need to press Tab. I'll type again. If I want to go to the cell immediately to the left of it while you are entering the data, you need to press Shift Tab. If I want to go to the cell immediately below it, I need to press Enter. And if I want to go to the cell immediately on top of it, I need to press Shift Enter. So that's how you can move to the 4 sides of your cells using keyboard. So that's all for today, guys. I will see you very soon in my next video where I'll start with the fun part, that is data formatting. Here is the list of shortcuts used in the entire video. Also, if you have any specific questions related to Excel, please reach out to me on the email ID listed on screen. I will be happy to answer your questions. I'll see you soon in the next video. Till then, take care and bye bye.